Speaking of blunt,
Yeah, what you got?
Chris Rock, man. I heard he finally grew some balls, or maybe like his attorney said something, or I don't know. It just hasn't it been like a year since he got smacked in the face by Will
Yeah,
Smith? Did he have to write the
yeah.
material?
That's what I think, bro.
I
I
think
think
that's what it is.
yeah. I think he actually made a wise decision to kind of lay low for a second, not humble himself, like kind of gather himself, get his wits about him. Because fuck, if I was slapped by another grown ass man in front of hundreds, millions,
I immediately would have fought.
well, that's where I'm like,
Immediately, no adult person is gonna fucking come up and put their hands on me aggressively, and I'm
well,
not
what do
gonna
you
fucking
expect?
defend myself.
Like this is It's almost like what if I did it?
But
Now
he
we're
did
kind
play
of
as
friends.
Ali.
Yeah. You know what I mean? It just caught him so off guard. But if you guys, wow, 5 gifted. Wow, that's pretty huge, bro. Thank you, man. If you guys recall, Will Smith at the Oscars, man, I don't know these award shows from nothing, but it
Was
was
it the Grammys?
I
No,
don't know, bro. I honestly
no,
have
it was
no
the
idea.
Oscars. Was it the yeah?
I'm not even gonna try to figure it out. I'll fuck it. It's the BET Awards for all I know. I have no idea.
Yeah, yeah, it's Oscars.
Oh, it's Oscars. Thank you, Wink. So Will Smith stepped up, slapped Mr. Rock following some comments made by Chris Rock about Jada Smith and Will Smith's relationship. As I know you guys have seen the clip many, many times.
He was cracking a joke about her hair.
We called it actually. I called it fake, bro. You and I actually.
I still don't buy it.
I was gonna say the exact same thing. I was gonna say the exact same thing. I still don't believe it was real, and I don't care. That's a hill I'm dying on.
Yeah.
But so needless to say, like it was scripted in some sense. Like either he knew he was gonna do something. But anyways, I digress. It turns out that it took a year for Chris Rock to respond. He went out live last week, and holy shit, he does not hold back. And I think we can play a little bit of the footage, because if this was like leaked footage from like his show, I would not play it, because I don't think that that's fair. I think it's not fair. It's like releasing someone's
art,
track, before they've released their music. You know what I mean? So I wouldn't play it, but this is going around pretty heavily at this point. He doesn't hold back. Let's just say that. Go ahead.
Very Andy Kaufman kind of stuff. Jumbo, exactly my point.
I don't know who Andy Kaufman.
I'm trying to separate the difference between reality and comedy and entertainment,
Right.
Andy Kaufman did shit where you're like, is he serious?
Or, right. Is this live?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, I saw the footage on Twitter. We're probably going to get a long editorial here by somebody. But honestly, as Wink just tries to pull up the clip here, it would like he goes ham, man, in regards to like their relationship. He calls into question,
Chris Rock on stage.
Here we go.
The moment that shocked millions of viewers almost 1 year ago.
Y'all know what happened to me, getting smacked by Suge Smith.
The 58-year-old legendary comedian performing his first stand-up special since Will Smith slapped him at last year's Oscars.
Oh, this is first?
Oh, wow! Rock's special, Selective Outrage, is Netflix's first foray into live programming. Rock stepping out on stage dressed in all white, wasting little time talking about that now infamous moment.
You know what people say? They always say, words hurt. Anybody that says words hurt has never been punched in the face.
Rock choosing to avoid all the usual platforms and high-profile interviews, electing to spend much of the past year touring new material, often working in jokes and reflections on the slap. Saturday night, he let it all out.
And people like, did it hurt? It still hurts.
Rock touching on several topics in the first hour, including racism, Meghan Markle, abortion, and wokeness, saving his jokes about Smith for the end of his set.
Will Smith played Muhammad Ali in a movie.
That's what I'm saying.
I auditioned for that part?
The comedian suggesting Smith's response to his Oscars joke about his wife was more about their relationship than him.
That we all been cheated on. Everybody in here been cheated on. She hurt him way more than he hurt me, okay?
Since the slap, Smith has repeatedly spoken about the incident, offering several public apologies.
That next bit was hilarious.
So I will say to you, Chris,
I don't want to hear this part. This is stupid.
Apologize to you.
But yeah, so needless to say, you can go see the whole clip, the whole thing's. I guess it's on Netflix. Is that what you heard? It sounds like it's on Netflix. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, go check it out. Yeah, it's
I'm
good though, man.
Chris Rock's stand-up has never really gotten me.
Oh,
I don't really know.
I don't mind it, but I gotta hear this. I gotta hear this.
Yeah, like this is it'll get a lot of views because of this shit. And this is where again, this was set up, bro. I'm convinced, man. I don't know. This WWE. I used to watch that shit
bro.
when they still had
Me too. I think if I could, it's like I almost feel like it was set up on some level, whether it was the Will Smith team that set it up, whether it was the Chris Rock team that set it up, whether it was both teams that set it up. I don't think everyone was involved. I don't think the Oscars were involved. So it's like, I think almost they expected this to like go in a direction that would be beneficial for both, but ended up not working out for Will as much as he'd kind of hoped it would, because I think he was hoping he was going to be I was going to say White Knight, but I don't feel like that really would have been appropriate. But I feel like he was going to be the Black Knight, and he was going to smack Chris Rock.
Lawrence?
Yeah.
It's a great movie.
He was going to smack him, and then he was going to be anointed by the media to be like, yeah, this is what a real man does for his wife. They stand up for him. That's right. And then Chris would have got like didn't hit him back. Like what a man, like what a you know what I mean? Like I feel like they both really thought that this was going to work out great, but really didn't work out well for one party. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong.
No,
It just doesn't
I agree,
make any
man. I think it was
fucking
just
sense.
a shit show.
Yeah.
I don't believe nothing.
Yeah, I don't believe anything. But guys, what do you think when it comes to these stories? Was the slap real? And if it was, want to hear from you. The slap was real. Like the slap itself,
real,
I think he did actually
slap real.
No, but
Wasn't like
anyways,
that.
Anyways, these are just these. There's the one. There's the left. There's the one story. There's the other story, and then there's the TBL story that fits somewhere in between. We want to hear from you guys.
And then there's the other story.
Then there's the other story.
Yeah. And there's that other one that you may have heard of that's actually not valid. This one's legit. I don't know. I was just like.
So, who cares?
It was more of a. I don't know, man.
I'm not high enough, Workhorse. I'm not high enough, Workhorse. But let me tell you,
hold on, Workhorse. Workhorse. For one.
Too high? Yeah. There's 2 O's and 2 I's.
There's 2 O's, Mister. Who's high? For one.
Too high.
2. There's no such thing as too high. It's like being who's too happy. It's like
who's too happy out there? Never been too happy.
You've been
Mr.
too
MPK.
good.
Good morning, brother. Thank you for that. Yeah, M West. I have heard this. So M West says if you read Will's book, you'll know why he did it. He grew up not defending the woman in his life. He grew up in a home filled with abuse. I think it bottled up.
So he said, we should do this on TV.
Abuse somebody on TV. Here's the thing. I just feel like this. I feel like this just further proves the idea that like he had something to stand up for. It's like as someone who grew up in a household of abuse and like physical, mental, and emotional abuse, I have made it my personal mission to never fall back into those footsteps that I was raised in. And I don't like the excuse. It's the Chris Brown excuse. You know what I mean? In terms of like, I was abused when I was young, so I just didn't know how to do it.
So I just keep on doing
I just don't understand in a world. Like I remember the feeling when I was being hit by my parents. I remember exactly how small I felt and how belittled and how I really felt like there was nobody in the world that I could confide or trust in. I would never do that to somebody else. I would never do that. I never do that. I know how that feels. So I just don't know. There's just that's not an excuse I'm willing to buy. That it's something that we grew up with and we couldn't handle it. So I don't know.
I don't know. Fakest looking fucking smack I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
Like he's ready. He's ready for it. He leaned to this just ready.
He does.
I'm still not giving this one up how fake that shit was.
I know. I don't die on many hills, but this is one of them.
This is one that like, man, I don't no matter what.
I don't believe Hollywood to begin with. Like I just don't care.